when I heard the news, all the memories came back as to when I first met Luke. What happened was that he applied to work with us at the Center for Study of Responsive Law. And you have to be interviewed. So somebody told me that as a young man to be interviewed, and his name is Luke Cole. So I came into the big room, there was all kinds of cubby holes, and I shouted out, "Luke!" And he said, "Yes!" And so I always referred to him as Luke. And so there he was, an extremely handsome young man, very upbeat and lively, and yeah, he did very well on the interview. And we took him on, and something happened at the center that was quite interesting. He was one of the few people who insisted on fighting for justice and having a good time. And we weren't used to that. He had an inner core that turned out to be spectacular. One, a real thirst for justice to the downtrodden, linking, poverty and the environment. So he had that real thirst for justice. To him, it was his great work in life. And the other thing that I noticed about him, he was extremely bold. He was fearless. I mean, you probably know more about this than I do. But he was totally fearless. I don't just mean going to physically demanding areas. I mean, he expressed the most difficult kind of courage, which is not physical courage, it's moral courage. He knew the importance of leaders, creating new leaders, instead of just followers. He was very sensitive to young people and mentoring them the way he was mentored by Ralph Ellison. So he had a multi-dimensional. Often in legal work, you specialize and you become sharp by becoming narrow, and he never subjected himself. How do you come to terms with this kind of strategy? Beyond tears. It's to extend the legacy, which is what you're all doing. And all those young people who will be at your center will be extending his legacy and extending his spirit. And the nice thing about the center is it combines community organizing and litigation with a little bit of lobby. That's pretty rare to have those two twin forces. And the other nice thing about it is that it doesn't seem to have plateaued. It doesn't seem to have become its own form of complacency, which unfortunately had happened to Stephen small groups. And that's what Luke was all about. Luke was a primordial agitator. Upbeat was his middle name, right? He didn't know the meaning of pessimism. So I'll just leave you there with what you're trying to do is extremely important.